One of the most famous and hyped sneakers of all time, the Yeezys. Who doesn't know about the brand? If you do not live under a rock, you might have a pair of these lying somewhere in your wardrobe or must have at least heard about the name. But even though Yeezys are so popular, most of the population knows very little about the company's history. Yeezy has also seen its fair share of ups and downs through the times, just like any other brand, but one thing is certain, it has sure come a long way from where it started. This video will cover the brand's history from the beginning to the present. We will show you the whole journey of Yeezy along with its creator. But, before we begin, please subscribe to the channel. It will help us grow and ensure that you don't miss any future videos we plan to post. And if you like the video, don't hesitate to share it with your friends. With that being said, let's dive into today's video. The whole concept of Yeezy began with this man. I am pretty sure you all recognize this face. Yes, it is none other than Kanye West. Let me shake your memory a little more if the name still doesn't ring a bell. He is one of the most famous and biggest rappers in the USA. But how did a rapper proceed to make one of the most renowned shoe brands of all time? If this is the question you are asking yourself, let me explain. While Kanye did start his journey as a rapper very rough, he quickly established himself. With only a few years of hard work, he was able to take over the music world. By 2004, his debut album, The College Dropout, had rock followers adjusting their collars, considering the philosophy of rap subject matter, and lacing up throwback running shoes rather than huge boots or preferred forces. Kanye's undeniable influence on hip-hop fashion led to marketers targeting the Chicago youth with unconventional views. The Jay-Z repped Reebok released the S. Carter's in pastel patent leather with Kanye's Dropout bear insignia adorning the heel. A bathing ape and Kanye West cooperated on a Baptista release inspired by West's debut album, demonstrating the global appeal of his debut. Kanye's rise required decorating other people's shoes and releasing his own. West started realizing his goal of becoming a designer when he collaborated with Nike on his debut shoe, the Air YEEZY. This was the time when he was working on his third album Graduation. From that moment a journey started. A trip to create a new world through expensive products. A journey that has not stopped even to this very day. And let me tell you, Yeezy is not about shoes only. It offers a whole line of clothing that caters to the needs of men, women, and children. As already stated, Kanye's debut shoes were the Air YEEZY. But, this was his first significant partnership. He had already done small projects before this. In 2006, Kanye West created a shoe for Adidas. However, it was never made public. Bape was the first company to work with Kanye West formally. The College Dropout shoes that West and Bape jointly released are now exceedingly rare and fetch high resale prices. He has also created footwear for Giuseppe Zanotti and Louis Vuitton. But, all these works were insignificant, which is why very little is known about these projects. Now, coming back to the sneakers Kanye made with Nike. The year was 2009, and the first pair of Yeezy sneakers were born. The Nike Air YEEZY 1 was released in the Blink, Zen Gray, and Net Tan hues. Being the first sneaker designed by Kanye for Nike, the price of a Nike Air YEEZY 1 prototype was a staggering $1.8 million. After that began the good days. Everything looked great between Kanye and Nike during the initial days of the partnership. Kanye released some of the most excellent sneakers ever during his collaboration with Nike. A total of 2 sneakers came out during these years. The Air YEEZY 1 and the Air YEEZY 2. When browsing secondary sneaker markets, you might be surprised by their resale price. These Yeezys typically sell for around $5,000 when they are resold. This was when Yeezy's reputation as a resale brand was solidified. And for this reason, Yeezys sell for some ludicrously high prices everywhere in the globe. However, as time progressed, the differences started to settle in between Nike and the West. Kanye made it known that Nike did not permit him to release his sneakers as frequently or in large quantities as he believed his inventiveness and influence required. Conversely, Nike preferred not to have an artist represent their athlete-focused brand. West also stated that Nike, instead of paying him royalties for his shoe designs, was proposing to donate a portion of the sales to a charity of West's choice. After a year of name-calling on stage, backstage teasing, and radio rants, when the Red October Air YEEZY 2s went on sale in 2013, Kanye West formally ended his relationship with Nike after only 4 years of working together. This ultimately prompted West to approach Adidas about a partnership. West said that the CEO of Adidas was someone who permitted him to construct something, and Adidas agreed to give him royalties. The royalties were 15% and the deal was closed at a reported $10 million. As part of the agreement with Adidas, West is given complete creative freedom over the things produced while maintaining full ownership of his brand. Though the Adidas YEEZY adventure started in 2015, the YEEZY Boost 750, the first Yeezy to debut with Adidas, was released only after 2 years. Some of the most costly Yeezys available for retail purchase are these boots. To obtain a pair, customers camped out in front of stores. And the reason for this craze was quite valid. The rarity of the model. Only one of these Yeezys ever made a comeback. Celebrities including Rihanna, Diddy, and West's wife Kim Kardashian attended the premiere of Yeezy Season 1, which was much anticipated. It was the first clothing line to be produced due to this partnership. This line was renowned for its uncomplicated, ready-to-wear aesthetic, drawing inspiration from military garb and flesh-toned hues. Sweatpants cost $600, while jackets cost up to $3,000. Although the clothing collection did not sell out as quickly as the footwear did, all in all, it turned out to be a hit. When they were released, Yeezy Season 2 and Yeezy Season 3 also enjoyed great success. The Yeezy 350 line also debuted that year by introducing 4 distinct colorways. The release of the famed Yeezy Boost 350 Turtle Dove was the greatest of them all. The first pair of Yeezys to ever come in children's sizes. However, nobody could have predicted how big 350s would be or how many colorways he'd release. Even the ones that weren't even released. The Yeezy brand expanded in the following years thanks to Adidas' solid support and Kanye's unwavering originality. Industry gurus like Stephen Smith, Mark Minor, and Christian Tresser joined the burgeoning brand. They polished Mr. West's outlandish concepts into suitable releases for the market. Adidas and West announced the deal's continuation and the introduction of a new Yeezy category in June 2016. And as promised, when 2016 approached, Kanye turned up the heat by redesigning all 350 styles of Yeezy shoes. Beginning with the Yeezy 350 V2 Beluga during Season 3, he revealed his new aesthetic. It had a more structured appearance, no heel tab, and the SPLY 350 inscribed on the side. They were obviously quite popular. As Kanye's family and friends supported each new model, which ranged from the hefty Yeezy Boost 700 to the court-focused Yeezy BSK TBL, the cash surrounding each Yeezy footwear model quickly increased. While his work with Nike and Adidas Yeezy launches continued to act as status signals, Kanye and his team's new strategy aimed for more releases and improved accessibility. One of the most notable products of the year was the Core Black Pack, which actually made a comeback in 2022. The Oreo, Core Black Red, and a new Dazzling Blue were all re-released. These Yeezy styles continue to be the most well-liked in company history. So much so that it has drawn a lot of Yeezy knockoffs. Next, the 350 Yeezy models had yet another successful year. It contained none other than semi-frozen yellows, the Beluga 2.0, and the notorious blue tints. The semi-frozen yellows then turned into the most scarce Yeezys ever produced. The Wave Runners, a completely different model, was the emphasis of the year 2017. Here is where Kanye revived the dad shoe craze and redefined the idea of clunky sneakers. The large and hefty Wave Runners were not welcomed with open arms. Then, in 2018, another revolutionary development that changed the game appeared. At about the same time, Nike and Virgil Abloh began their collaboration. It was brand new, distinctive, and beyond epic, a genuine Yeezy rival. Kanye was forced to intensify things as a result. He made the decision to do so by releasing the Yeezy 500. Without prime knits, without boost technology, and with added bulk. Not quite what we intended, Yee. The blush color, restocked in 2022, is the most expensive of all the Yeezy shoe colors in the 500s. Apart from that, it was a relatively laid-back year with lots of 350s and a few 700s. In essence, Kanye stepped aside to let the Off-White collaboration flourish. But by December, Kanye was prepared to resume his career with the most incredible Yeezy release. The first pair of reflective Yeezys went on sale on December 26, 2018. The following year, Kanye brought it. He had high intentions for 2019 and closed the year of 2018 with a bang. The most brilliant aspect is that nearly all Yeezy sneakers this year were essentially updated versions of older Yeezy models. The marketing for this new footwear is the most inventive aspect. Going from globally limited footwear to extremely limited sneakers released locally. Kanye released the Adidas YEEZY Boost 380 Alien around the end of the year. The one that was unexpectedly modified from becoming the Adidas YEEZY Boost 350 V3. Although they resemble the 350s in specific ways, hype and resale are not among them. By 2019, the annual sales of Yeezy's Adidas sneakers brought in $1.3 billion. 2020 was an auspicious year too, especially with introduction of the full line of Yeezy sneakers. The sneakers sales in 2020 brought in around $1.7 billion in yearly income, earning Yeezy $191 million in royalties alone. This was the year of the epic foam runner and the Yeezy basketball sneakers, known as the Quantum. Still, it was also the year of the pandemic outbreak, which had an influence on the whole world. We've reached the year 2021 at last. In the history of sneakers, this year was arguably one of the most thrilling. The globe was again opening up and things were moving along. However, it was also the year that Kanye debuted many new Yeezy styles. In 2022, the company has paced even further. Thanks to Yeezy, Kanye West has a net worth of $6.6 billion, making him the wealthiest black individual in US history. But, all this did not come easy for Yeezy. We now know how much struggle went behind the company. The important lesson from today's video is that no matter how eccentric our idea is or how many times we fail, we should always trust ourselves and never give up. This brings us to the end of this video. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and sharing so we can keep bringing more content like this. Also, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.